Well, welcome back everyone. I'm Slash McCloud. This is the Derail Valley. Still realistic save, but we've got some new options. One of which is the UI overlay, external cameras, and some other fun goodies. But the operation-wise, it's still realistic mode. Anyway, this is very clearly a large lad, and we are at the coal mine south. And like I mentioned last episode, I want to pull a train from here. I really didn't care what locomotive to use, but this was here. So we're gonna do that. Got our centipede tender, we got our large lad. It's such a meme of a locomotive realistically, but it's for the game. Oh yeah, we got long F's now. Long jumps. Okay, well, let's go have a look at what's here. There's now what we have to do is make money to upgrade locomotives. I very well might download or install locomotive ownership, which basically just lets you buy locomotives that are around. It turns them into sort of demonstrators, and it forces you to manually service them, but then they don't despawn. So we got coal power. That's a train to go for coal power. That's B5. Oh wait, B7, B4, B8. Don't care about empty cars right now. That's a little baby train. That's just a baby train. It needs to grow up. Honestly, I think I might put this together. And then we just hook it all together, and then we pull it with a large lad. Sound good? Sounds good to me. We are, however, I was gonna say we're not gonna switch it with the large lad, but we can, because we have external camera now. So B3S, A2L, B70. Easy peasy, right? And SL86. Let's jump on board. I'm gonna tell the firemen to go away, which I already have. Water's pretty dang full. We need some stoker. And then the damper is shut. We want the damper. Okay, we have air pump. Do we have air pump? Oh yeah, the air pump's on the forward section. Right, because this is two locomotives in one. This has cylinder cocks and a compressor and a lubricator and a wheel slip indicator for some reason. Because of course it does. It's true, the large lad, the real one, is two locomotives in one. It's two engines under one boiler. We probably don't need any injector yet, but where is injector? Lower. Coal dump. Oh, that's the injector? Okay. Nope. Don't want any injector. Oh, this is gonna be Hotkey City. So, okay. All right. So the only thing I'm gonna have to operate manually is the stoker, really, because everything else is hotkeys. We have the water is on the number pad 4 and 1. The damper is on 6 and 3. I want it. Blower is on 5 and 2. I already forgot where we're going. Something about B3, if I remember correctly. Which is, we already went past it, because of course we did. That's fine. Give it a fistful of independent, and we'll be fine. There's a, yeah, I was gonna say, there's a way to make this so that you, yeah, you're essentially sitting when you get in the side of the locomotive here. Otherwise, you'd be up here. We don't want to be up here. We want to be down here. All right. Anyway, how many gearbox? What's it? Oh, the gearbox is. Oh, I know what these are. So that's the gearbox is the stoker. So we have hotkeys for the stoker and gearbox B. I'll bet you that's the smoke deflector here. Aha! Sure enough. But that doesn't work on that hotkey. That's okay. All right. What steps? I was going to ask what steps the cutoff goes on, and it is 8%. Is that an 8% step? So neutral is basically impossible. Cool. Love it. Great. Hey, devs, make it easier to put engines in neutral. Thanks. Love you. Okay. In any case, we need to go in reverse, don't we? Not forward. Turn the blower on. See if we can get some boiler pressure, because 16.5 is not doing it. I don't know where we're gonna get to this episode, but you know what? We're gonna try as we can. So I can do this though, which is awesome, right? Need to keep an eye on the fire and the temperature and stuff. We don't need to hit this at 13. Get that. Dang. So we got to go over to the loading track, which is that one. That one. Make sure nothing's got a handbrake on it. Try to bump up this steam pressure here. Just use the shovel to boost the fire there. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why the injector exhaust is going. because that looks like the injector exhaust. And over here is definitely, that's stoker exhaust on the tender. That's normal. How long is this cup supposed to be? Oh, I didn't pick up the thing. That's probably all of it. I'm gonna dip with the maybe I should. This thing without blower is very smoky. Honestly, the fire's bigger than it probably should be. But I want to get this clean, but this being the stack, really ugly and dirty. Oh my god, where's my water? I must be on a downhill. Brakes. Should we not even be past the switch I want to be past? I was just scared. Oh, no, we were. Okay, cool. So we gotta be... L. That's the one we want. This one. We don't want to go past that one. Okay. Switching with a large lad is definitely a choice, honestly. Single notch throttle will be plenty. Oh, I got switched toward me. Okay. We must be on a downgrade here. It's flat. Is my water just low? It could just be low. All this on throttle notch 1. EQ superheated steam. So I turn the injector up to 100. What do we get? Now the gearbox, or the gearbox. The stoker also takes steam from the boiler. We'll turn that way down. We'll just throw a bunch of shovelfuls in there. Why? Let's go for about a full bar of reduction. A little lower, but that'll be fine. Where is loading? I realize now I've never loaded a train here. Okay, here's our loading point. Oh. You know why I won't load that? Because I haven't accepted the job. Now it probably will. Hey, look at that. Train in range. What do you know? Bravo 7. All right. Let's see if I can get our Locomotive under control. Blowers was on. Why's the water so low? That's wide open. Where'd my water go? Because the dang cylinder counts are open? Or not now. Why is it still not going up though? Water in the tender's going down, but the boiler is not really going up. Huh. It'd be funny if I blew this up. Just from incompetence. And it's like apparatus that I'm not familiar with, but can't be that hard, right? Surely. Move the damn Brogan. Bravo 7. Alright. So Bravo 7 is that way. Where's the injector at that? So the water's half full now? Apparently? Okay. I can't fucking see it. And this is, children, is why we don't switch with giant steam locomotives. Because it's a pain in the ass. Take a big set. We're probably okay. Distance wise. I'm gonna kick the. Oh, no. I wanted to kick the injector on like 2 notches. Leave the stoker on. Probably the pressure will probably come up like crazy once we start working. Get underway and stuff. Bravo 7 is right there. That'll fit. Ah, she'll fit. Coupler open so we get a good hook. Oh, hello. No. Love this song. What's my pressure? No, I don't want that much injector. There's literally not 1 notch of throttle. Or was it? Maybe it was more than 1. Okay, so each notch of the stoker is 10%. See if we can get this thing hot, hot, hot. Water is again below half. Where is the water going? Is the blowdown on? The blowdown's open. The blowdown was fucking open. Where's the blowdown? Up there. I hit the blowdown at some point. That's a terrible place for a blowdown. Alright. Now we're gonna be fine. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. They were just pissing fucking water out the... That's what that tube was. That's not what a blowdown looks like. Blowdown's a great, giant, voluminous cloud of steam. Anyway. That looked more like injector exhaust. Like overflow. Everybody be nice. Alright, we better grab some air. Slow this BS down before I hit that. At 20 kilometers an hour. Okay, now we're gaining water, which is like not really a shock. Why was the... I was gonna say, why were we not building pressure? Because we had freaking 70,000 tons of freaking... that's not an exact figure, of course. We were constantly pissing out the actually pressurized water and steam. Okay, so I hit you and you... Or did I not hit it at all? No, I didn't hit it at all. We haven't even touched it yet. Alright. Let's put the handbrake on it too. Okay. More. Boy, I know this episode is going to be... I think this is technically a shit show. It sure feels like one. There's a handbrake on there back there, but this locomotive really doesn't care. The harder you resist, the harder it pushes. Alright. We'll let the pressure out of the cylinders by letting it move. Or trying to. One more back here. Is that only like 3 cars? I think it was only like 3 cars. 1, 2, 3. Maybe 4. There we go. Coupler is coupled. Handbrake is unset. There we go. And I hadn't aired up the rest of it yet. Oh, I did air up the rest of it. Oh, because I clicked the button on the UI. Right. Got it. I didn't personally air it up, but the game did it for me. Okay, so we're going to leave all that there. We're going to tie a handbrake on this front car. We can go get paid for that. Tiny little baby job. Cute. Trash? Thank you, trash. Give me cash. Gonna pay off all the... Wait. One of those belongs to an E-series diesel that I don't want to despawn. So we're gonna... 43, that's got to be the large lad. C275 also probably the large lad. We don't want to pay for them. Don't want to pay for them. Bravo 7, Bravo 8, Bravo 7, Bravo 4. So these are already together. It's on the tail end. That's on the head end. That's at the locomotive. B5. B4 and A2, huh? I'm gonna put the freaking helpy fireman on for a minute so I can concentrate on switching. B4 and B8. And B4, then B8. All right. We gotta turn our appliances back on. Ammo there. Air pump. Up here. But this thing's 150 tons. What's the front half? I know its placards in here. Hidden. 129 tons. So it was 178 tons of engine. 75,800 is the empty weight of the tender, and then the full in water. I don't know. It's seems a little low. Might be about right. Seems a little low. Anyway. B4 and B8. It was B4 then B8, right? Yeah, B8's the longer cut, and that one goes into A2. B4. Here. And it's gonna be raining. And we're going the wrong way. We could go into the loop here. Coal mine south. Where's the loop here? We do that. I think we'll do that. Get it all together, and then we'll go in the loop and turn it around, and then we'll go. Honestly, a lot. Maybe I should just do it and see, the AI fireman gets it hot, but it doesn't. I'm not trying to make a clean fire. Get that here. That is open. That is closed. That is going too fast. This thing is way too big for the valley. It's kind of perfect because it's just a meaty beast. It's capable of just pulling the whole valley all at once, but it's also way too big. This thing's meant for speed more than just slow drags. If I remember right, these are 68-inch drivers. They're taller than the S282 driver by quite a bit. The 282 drivers are only, gosh, I think they're 56 inches. Maybe more than that. But yeah, there's 68-inch drivers, and these ought to be. This thing is like triple the power of the S282. So we're gonna grab this, put that on top of our train, and then we're gonna grab the other one and put that on top of all of it. Oh. Oh, handbrake. I'm not gonna tie air, but it already got tied. There's probably a handbrake on though. Looks like that. Is this thing gonna slip? 10 bar? 11 bar? What else? Oh, hey. Oh, she will slip. And then she stopped because he had no chest. It slipped until it ran out of chest pressure to slip. Okay then. I can tell without looking this fire is way too big. Why is it so ugly? It's not that big. It's pretty big. But it's really ugly. Okay, get off my train. Does the injector need to be on that car? That fire's huge. Now, oh, and the water's, why is the water so full? Was that just sloshing from being on a grade? I do like having a bigger water glass or multiple glasses so you can see the level. That's how you can tell an engine's definitely meant to be on a hill, is because it's a wider aspect water glass. Wonder where this thing will slip. Because the real large lad is slipperier than you'd think, judging by its active adhesion. I imagine there's quite a lot of lead, extra weight in there to try to help out, or to keep it from slipping, despite it being already very heavy, which is the main reason it's not the best giant locomotive ever built. Not one of them. It's pretty good though. They're very successful, they're very powerful, and most of all, they're pretty fast, which is their main bonus. They could have been a lot more better though. Union Pacific did a lot of things that made them easy to work with, or easy to work on, or part of their design was ease of use, ease of maintenance, to cut down on the efficiency. They could have been even more powerful. They could have been even more, you know, all of that. They've got everything right to make them even more powerful than they were. The only reason they're not more powerful is just the driver size. Their drivers are huge for an engine of this type. "68 inches is massive for a big articulated." I think the Yellowstones are like 63-inch drivers. They're the kind of the closest. Yep, relative. AC9 is like this, but better. Less powerful, but better at everything else. Same with the cab forward. Okay, so we're gonna go over to here and grab that. The injector still on? No, it's not, and it doesn't need to be. Put my filter back on just a little bit. Fires really aren't meant for switching either. They're not. It's not like you can't switch with a stoker-fired engine. It's just stokers aren't known for their fire bed. You don't need a good fire bed for a switcher. I guess you could. You also don't really want to switch with a bunch of holes in the fire, rather. Keep hitting X to sit down, and I remember now that you don't actually need to, because we've got switch. One bonus of having such a large engine is the independent brake is pretty dang strong. That's a good hook. Give me some air. We will air this up because it's going to stay that like that. My cab light. There we go. Oh, maybe we should let the train air up a little. Oh, it's just... Okay, it's just recharging. We're aired up. Just walks away with it. You don't even have to coax it. I really am trying to let that fire die a little bit. Be nice though. Not like we're in need of pressure. Water's good. Now we're gonna have the whole train together, and we're gonna put our caboose on the tail end. We're gonna pull the whole thing out, and we're gonna run over to fuel track here. Is where it goes around. We're gonna run over to the fuel track, shove back on the fuel track, shove the whole train around. It goes, kinks around, and goes back that way. We'll be facing north. That's probably a lot. Hope it's fine. We need to get past that switch first, which we are. Right about there-ish, somewhere. Oh, look at that. I do like the lights switching themselves. Problem is, this engine is so powerful, it's just like throwing 10 cars of coal around. I have to be careful about how fast we get going. And we need to make sure the couplers are okay. Oh, I think we hit it. Gonna put the bar in about neutral. First things first. We're all coupled good. Are we coupled good? Coupled, good. Some air. And do the handbrake. Ran into this last time. I really need to carry a light with me. And visually inspecting basically everything. Handbrake there's off. Gears tied in. Handbrake off, air 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 tied in. And repeat. So we're gonna grab on that boost. Oh, right, because couplers open, couplers close. Leave the handbrake tight on this. That's on the right track. We'll throw the into train device on the end of the train. I think we all know where we're going next episode. We'll have to do some tonnage math too to see exactly what we got here. I'm gonna grab the caboose. At least we're gonna try. 19.6 bar. I guesstimate if we hit it or not. I bet we did. Train's probably pretty dang heavy. It doesn't want to stop from a single handbrake. Coupler is coupled. And we'll just tie our air in. That's tied in. All right. Get turned around, and then we'll make the episode break, and we'll... Game might honestly get mad at me for having these out of the yard, so I'm going to grab these jobs and start them. 64 minutes. I don't think it's gonna take us anywhere near that amount of time to get to the coal power plant, as long as we make our switching move or our turnaround here kind of quickly. Cylinder cocks off. Lights full ahead. Some injector kicked on. Really, this is an exhaust injector, so I should wait for it to get hot. Doesn't work quite like a seawater heater, but similarly runs off exhaust steam. As long as you have some, it'll work. There's a live steam injector. The injectors in the game are all live steam. They just, you turn them on and they work. Actually, they're not even live steam. They just work. You don't need steam pressure for them to work, which real injectors do need steam pressure. That's long. Maybe keep our freaking butt in, oh my gosh, in the locomotive. Hello, you. Well, the pressure's there. We're gonna do this. There we go. Now we can look at that while we go, among other things. We could just go. What I mean by that is or south. Or not even that. We can go past that and go up. My pressure going crazy. I guess we're just gonna do that. I'll make the episode break here. Or not? Do we just run? We just go for it? I think we just go for it. Screw it. Let's go for it. Yeah, we're just going for it. This episode is however long it is, and we're going for it. I hope you didn't click away. If you did, well, I'm sorry. Always stay to the end. What do we got for... Let's get some... On other news, how much does this weigh? 720 plus 480, so 1400 plus 8, 22 plus 3, 25, 20. Plus the locomotive is probably another 500 and change, 600. 620 if it's realistic. We're in the 3,000 ton range. Gotta be judicious about my power application here now. Apply sand and just go for it. 20 bar. That was in good shape. Oh, buddy. Suddenly we have a lot of power. Turns out engines that were built to pull a lot of shit can pull a lot of shit. Tucker, Ford 11. Might turn that stoker up even more. Oh, really? Turn the stoker all the way up. See if we can keep up. They're better. And we'll see if I can get back to more reasonable with water. Did that even touch the fire? Oh yeah, it touched it. Okay, that's like... Oh, wrong direction. That back there. Okay, so coal mine south along here. Oh, there we are. we have a representation of where we are on the track now, which is nice. I don't know what the grade is here. But our water's gone. Where's our water? Where's my water gone? Where has my water gone? It'd be hilarious if I blew this up. Where's my water? Not that hilarious. Fine. Oh, how about just derailing because we're going too fast? Oh. How the hell? Where's our water? Oh, there's our water. Okay, AI fireman, I take back everything I ever said about you and make my engine not blow up, please. Thank you. We're clearly going downhill. I don't know how I didn't notice that before. My sander is still on. Props to you if you're like, hey Slash, turn your freaking slander off, you loser. One of the slowest parts of the railroad here too. The AI fireman will absolutely not let this blow up. You might lose a little bit of PSI, but that's a 3. We're already at 35. A bunch. I took too much, but I'm trying to get this thing under control. I need to slow down to 20 and then get back to let this thing recharge. I think it's meant to be smoky all the time. I was trying to get the fire lighter and get the smoke to clear up, but I really don't think it does. I looked at the handle in lap now. That is VSW. That's where we're going. We are going that way. I took too much again, but I don't care. Let it work. I've got like 2 notches of throttle on, and we're at like 36% throttle. Now we're 36% on the cutoff. If I didn't have the overlay, I would still be probably somewhere in here. I might only be at notch 1 on throttle. Boiler pressure's coming way down because fireman's scared. No, it's completely full. He's trying to recover and get more water on the boiler, and I had it so low that it was an issue. And it's trying to control the pressure, which it does with water mostly. I don't want more than that, probably. That's probably a 30-kilometer-an-hour curve as well. I don't know how we haven't already derailed. Is that a 5? 6? That's a freaking 6. Alright, well, I'm not scared anymore, but... And it's uphill. Alright, well, I know what to do with that. Don't forget the back of your train's way back there, so don't go too fast. So... get out of my way. So... yeah. We've been on this section a bunch, but only ever up here. I think have we been on this part? This whole playthrough? Maybe not. Well, now's the time. Let this baby pull. Bottle in the ceiling. All right, let's go. Some sand going. Well, it's gonna get hot now. Do we need the sand? Not as of yet. Let's listen to the engine work. It's not loud enough. They're nowhere near. None of these engines are loud enough. That's a 4. But we don't want to go faster than 40. That sounds like it's less than a 40. It's not as severe. It's not as severe an upgrade right there. It feels like we're climbing, but it feels like we're accelerating too. It's shut way back. It's pulling hard for a second there. Yeah, they don't make really nearly enough noise. The steam locomotives mostly. The others make appropriate amounts of noise, nearish. Let's squeeze on some brakes because I'm unsure of the territory we're on. Bit gross. A little bit more. I can't believe I haven't derailed already. I shouldn't say that. That's enough out of you moment right there. From yours truly. The throttle's all the way off. We'll go for 1 notch. We're gonna just keep something working. Oh, okay, that's downhill big time. Just let the needle move. Get something set up. That was a 5. And I'm not confident. Okay, 5s all around. We love it. Love to see it. Probably let that out too early. Shut back off. Honestly, we could probably put the bar further forward. This thing's got an insane steam delivery. Honestly, it wants to deliver a lot of steam. Taking back control of the locomotive. The damper, the fire's too full. The damper's too, yeah, the damper's open. The steam, the pressure's gonna go right out the friggin' roof. But we just slow this thing down to the curve at the City West. We're gonna go to the right. Good. Wind in. Water looks good at least. notch 1, and the bar is at 20% cut off. So we'll see where it wants to live at. I may need to push the cutoff forward to keep it from going too fast, because this thing at 3 bar is going to be stupid powerful. We'll try 50% bar. Yeah, it's already accelerating. I like having this UI, but we've made a whole playthrough without it so far. We'll be fine with that without it continuing, but interesting to see that the boiler pressure is not going crazy, but we're also not really using much. We don't have much draft going. If I kick the blower on all the way, increase the draft, the fire temperature might come up. Yeah, there it comes. Now the blower obviously uses steam too. Right at the limit. I'm gonna bring my reverser back again. We'll try for about 25%. Looks like we're gonna get 28. Got about 2 in the chest. The throttle. Don't need the blower. You really don't need the blower if there's any sort of throttle on. The draft from the throttle is going to be so much more powerful than the blower. You're just wasting steam. Sit here and watch the fire temp as we operate this. See if we can get the... I want to hover the fire temp at about 800, probably, maybe 900 to climb. Remember, we got a big train behind us, so we don't want to go too fast just yet. Manage about 30 through that curve. See if we can get the fire temp to about 900 and maintain it. That's coming back down. Oh, it's because I reduced the throttle. I actually shouldn't need it. There's enough coal mass, fire mass. So just changing the throttle is going to be plenty. This engine probably going to like more cutoff and less throttle. I'm so used to running with very little cutoff and keeping the fire pretty thin, and it stays right at, 13.5, 14 bar. This thing, when you got so much extra pressure to build, keeping that extra pressure does take more, literally takes more energy. So I may need the cutoff further forward than I realize. And it also probably doesn't want to go this slow. Like, this is really slow for one of these. This is about what they do in preservation, and I don't imagine it's... With an oil fire, it's a little easier. Keep it happy. Now our pressure's coming up. I don't actually know where the lifter, where the safety is. I think it's at 21. It might be at 20. Should be at 20.7. A little over 20.7, but that's nitpicky. I don't want to watch this overlay while I operate here. Do a little bit more. Okay, the fire mass is starting to come down now. If we get some stoker on, yeah, there goes the fire temp comes up now. Let's see if we can keep that at about 1,000 now. Somewhere be 1,000 to 1,100 because the pressure's coming up now. The pulling power is going to be the same. We're just modulating what the fire is doing actually right now. I'm going to go up one on cutoff and down one on regulator. And now that we're going to stop, I want that to come back down to probably about 800. But once we let off the throttle, the draft will die back. I love being able to mouse over shit and see the overlay too. So the fire temp gauge being over here, we have a boiler pressure gauge here on the engineer side, but I want a fire temp gauge here too. That would be really nice. It's worth remembering that we're pulling well over 4,000 tons of train, or 3,000 rather, including the engine and tender. And there's our safety, which went at 21. Was it 20.7? It was either 21 or 20.7. There's a 0.6. We're gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go again because I want to see. We're gonna need water. We're gonna see that. There's 20.7. Okay, it's at 20.7. Okay, so it's exactly at 300 psi, which is correct for this locomotive. That's cool. Let's give this a big slug of water. We'll get that down to... Look how little effect that has on boiler pressure right there. As we're hot. The fire's hot, the engine's hot. There's a lot of exhaust steam. Even going this slowly. I'm gonna shut the stoker up because we're not gonna need it now. So the first cut here goes into Alpha 2, and the rest of it's gonna go into Bravo 5. And the Bravo is on this stuff, right? So that makes me pretty happy water-wise there. Shut that way back. I'm actually going to stop this train right here. Big ol' application. Now the train's biting, we'll flash some independent. Throttle off. Cylinder cock's open, of course. Leave that to set. And we want to break off FH15, which is 9 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got it pulled up a little bit further than that. That one's 84. That one's 15. Don't forget to tie a handbrake. Got some air on it, but I'm gonna rely on it. Alpha 2 is the one next to the engine track here. That's an 282 that's in there. You're gonna need water, something fierce. This thing does use a fair amount of water. We only use... What do we use? 7.6 ton of coal? Or 7.6. It's in liters, I think, or kilo. Oh. 1.6 ton coal. Probably about right, actually. Oh. Got a big slug of water here. It really ain't helping. I might need to shut the damper, actually. Even after we let that fire die back, it's still pissed off. Which is kind of cool. Now I think I've kind of got the idea a little bit. We can probably start to operate this a little more economically. I'm gonna put that brake valve into lap. We can stop all this. Basically now. Hello? Oh, that's way too much. The back there would have been fine. Anywhere past, where's the... There is a marker somewhere. That handbrake, then we'll find out. We're in a reasonable place. Yep. 30 minutes. I'd love to see it. Let's go. We're just gonna leave that like that. You. Handbrake. We don't leave air bottles. We're good children. Should probably tie more handbrakes, but we don't care, do we? Not our problem anymore. We're gonna go up past there. That's a lot further than I thought. Well. Kind of just like the other engine, actually, just more pressure. With the damper wide open, the pressure just climbs when we're working around slow like this. Oh, I see. Okay. Good to hear. Conveniently, this is a servicing track. Do I grab coal and water before anything else? Yes. Yes, I do. Only because the water's kind of low. We're still 37.4 in there, but looking at it, it probably holds 90. So if the water's 90, the coal's 30, which it looks like it is. That means that the weight of the tender is 120 plus that. So 195.8 is the tender, and the more or less 200 tons was pretty close to 300. Was it 300-ish? I don't think it was quite 300. This thing's not as light as the real large lad, or not as heavy actually, rather. Let's make sure. Nope, 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 nope. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. Wanted to make sure I didn't have any power on. I wasn't trying to pull away from the freaking water. Actually, might need to change this. Oh my god, that's so close. There we go. It is in, oh, 91 even. Wow, okay. 91,000 liters. Is that somewhere close to 25,000 gallons of US gallons? Probably pretty close. 30 tons of coal. 45-ish thousand gallons. Yeah, it's pretty dang close, actually. That's pretty close. 30 metric tons would be about 33, 34, maybe 35 heaped tons of American tons, short tons of coal. That's probably pretty close. Wonder what our oil's at. Oh, 93. You can just see. Do I care about coal? No, because we've not even used half, even close to half of our supply. Alright, so doing that. We're gonna go around and grab, oh my, the rest of the train back over there. So we're about here. Let me go through that right now. Go back around, grab the rest of the train over there, and then we're gonna pull it into B3, and then we'll have to back into B5, but it'll be fine. Alright, oh, we're going through A3, which is the B4 track. B4 what, huh? Anyway. Check our water. Water looks good. Pressure's good. It's really hard to tell what the fire is. It's really low there, apparently. Fire temp. What's this go to? 1200 C, huh? Probably a little low, honestly. For a really hot fire in one of these. Should be closer to 2000 C, probably. When these things are hot, they're just mega hot. Like, the windows are open. You're leaning out the side trying to get in the air. The amount of heat they radiate is shocking. And the amount of energy produced in a firebox, a steam locomotive firebox, probably like this, it's probably on the order of like 4 or 5 megawatt. Now imagine 5 megawatt, that's an awful lot. Like this whole power plant's probably 20 megawatt or 30. Okay, it's probably using less coal than we are. Maybe a little bit more, but you know what I mean. Now, we have a cool factor and we have brute force. We don't have efficiency. But thanks to the little machine in the office there, I can click a button and service the dang thing. This is one of the reasons I think I might put loco servicing back on, or loco ownership, because owning something like this completely changes the ball game. Then you have to service it, you have to turn it yourself. It doesn't fit on any of the turntables. You know, it probably fits on the one in the museum, and that's about it. I need to grab the other one, the other big American gauge steam locomotive, which is consequently this thing's stablemate these days. Well, the real one anyway. So hit that too hard. Shocker. Didn't want a couple. Can we couple, please? Are we a couple? I'm gonna undo this handbrake. I'm gonna do something very actually, no. We're not gonna undo this handbrake. We want the locomotive to lean into this car, but I see like there's a little bit of difference here in the level and angle of these couplers. So I'm gonna let the locomotive push against this. Hopefully it will couple. We're gonna put a little bit of steam in the chest, just like that. We're gonna let it push against this. Come on, babe. Come on, let me ride. I want to ride means I want to ride. Okay, I guess we're riding the couple. No, come on. There we go. Hello? We have to hit it again. Just let that come apart. You noticed I bottled the air there, which is naughty boy. This is suddenly an hour-and-a-half episode. It'll be okay. Well, the tail of this is probably downhill now. Come on, grab it. Get it. No, it just banged it. That's just a bang. That's not a couple. Can we have a couple, please? For that. Sounds like a bonk. No, we don't want to go anywhere. We're going to dump this air. We're going to make this go forward. The large lad has large considerations. That's for sure. Okay, now let's stop. I'm gonna throw it in reverse again. Come on, couple. Hook. That is not a couple. That's a bad hook. Idler car? Do I have something I can use as an idler? Maybe? Okay, well, in the interest of brevity, we're gonna break the episode here. But we'll see how to fix this next episode. We'll be right back. Peace.